Hey everybody, I just want to give you an update on our discussion on Zoom from earlier today. I was able to find two different resources for you, like guided notes for Heimler's history. One is a set of Google slide presentations that somebody put together, and it's more of a graphic representation of taking notes from Heimler's videos. My recommendation is take a look at it and see if that kind of goes along with how your brain works and what might work better for you. The other version is I was able to find something that was PDF, and on one column it had all of the information that you would need for what the key concepts are and what the College Board is going to be testing you on potentially. And then on the other side is going to be kind of like your Cornell notes that are going to do a run through of what is going to be on Heimler's history. So take a look at those two resources. I tend to go a little bit more along the lines of what's going on with the PDF version, but that's me. You might think the graphic representation is better. So take a look at those two resources. I shared those folders on Schoology. Take a look at it and see what you can do. The other thing that I was able to find was basically it's an at-a-glance one-stop shop for each unit. So there are 6 units that you're going to be tested on, and over from 1200 all the way through 1900. So the at-a-glance folder that you will see, a teacher put 4 different categories, basically Google slide presentations that she created over each subsection for each unit, and then videos that she compiled from Crash Course in Khan's Academy. And then also she has links to something similar as guided reading for Heimler's history. And then she also has information from her specific classes of resources and stuff that they did in class. And so anyways, check that out. I think it's pretty cool resource. And that's what I was able to find today. Next, I was able to email 2 different publishers, and I'm waiting to hear back from each of them as to whether or not we're going to be able to use their books online. It should be a free resource for us, but again, I will let you know as soon as I find that information out. What I would like you to do for Thursday and Friday is basically figure out how you are going to review. The content review and everything is going to be based off of you. Okay, we're going to focus primarily on the DBQ skills. What I want you to do for Thursday and Friday is to kind of get organized. How are you going to take notes? Because you can take notes, and you can use those notes on your AP test in May. So if you have some sort of organized system that you can quickly flip through so that you can figure out what is going to work and what you might be able to use for contextualization or outside evidence, but you need something in writing that you will be able to quickly reference. And I think Heimler's history might work for that because it is organized. You might have to print them out ahead of time, but it is what it is. You can decide to do like a SPICE T-chart for each unit. I don't know if it necessarily is as good as what Heimler's history and what those notes are allowing you to do, but figure out how and what you want to do for review, and I want you to use Thursday and Friday to kind of get organized for that. All right. If you have any questions, please let me know. Again, my office hours are from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. and then from 3 to 4 p.m. Pretty much every day. The other part I want you to do for Thursday and Friday is to relook. Now that you've done the describing the documents and you've done the supporting the documents, now I want you to take that information and I want you to go back and relook at the thesis statements that we did earlier in the week. Rewrite them so that they fit the new rubric. What I am going to do again is grade them based off of the new rubric. Just kind of like what I did with contextualization. A 5, that's going to get you and let you know, yes, this definitely fits the criteria for the new rubric. A 4, yeah, it probably fits the new criteria, but I'm not quite sure. A 3, it doesn't quite fit the new rubric, but it fits the old one. That might be enough credit for this new test, but we're not quite sure. Okay, you at least want to be a 3, 4, or 5. If you can get a 5 or 4, that's kind of what we're shooting for. And that's with the new rubric. Okay, and that's described in the videos. And then I will also let you know if it's a 2. A 2 means you're probably not going to get credit for the old rubric. You're definitely not getting credit for the new one. And a 1 is basically you misinterpreted the question or the prompt, and we'll have to take a look at that. But after looking at those documents a little bit more, you should understand the prompt a little bit better, and that will make your thesis statements a little bit stronger. So even though I asked you to redo the thesis statements last week, I want you to do it again now that you have a better understanding of what each of those documents and what each of those prompts are discussing. Other than that, I hope you guys have a good weekend. Drop me an email if you have any questions. That's it. Have a good week. All right. Bye.